Welcome to another tech video. Today we're going to be having a look at another Dell machine. This one's a desktop. It's a Vostro 3681 and it's a Core i5 machine. So let's have a look at it. So in the box we get our usual gump, we get our USB keyboard, we get our USB mouse and UK power lead. Packaging wise, the normal Dell packaging, so good foam protective strips that raises it up from the box to avoid any damage. So let's have a look at the unit itself. So we'll start off looking at the front of it and run through what all the various options are. So as you can see here, we've got a DVD-ROM in here, which is great. We've got a power switch on the front. We've got an SD card reader, and we've got a combined headset jack. So this is headphone and microphone jack. We've got port-wise on the front, we've got two USB 2 Type A ports, and we've got two USB Type A 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and that's pretty much it on the front. So on the back of the unit, fairly similar in terms of what you get. So we've got our line or speaker out, we've got an HDMI port, this is HDMI 1.4, we've got our VGA port, we've got another two USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A ports. We've got another two USB 2 Type A ports with smart power on these are. So that means that you can power on your device through those ports. And then we've got an RJ45 connection, which is 10100 gigabit. So it's a gigabit port. We've got our low profile expansion slots, and then we've got our power adapter. We've got a padlock slot and Kensington lock slot here that can be used to secure your device. So this is the padlock slot. Just on the top here is your Kensington lock port. So without further ado, let's see if we can get into the machine itself and have a look. We can talk some more about the specs. So to get into the back, you just undo these two little thumb screws and you can slide the front off to remove it like that. And inside the unit itself, we've got our CPU cooler. There's not a lot else in here really. We do have some upgrade options available. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this machine apart and have a look to see what the upgrade options are. So, okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to remove this cage assembly, and to do that we've got to remove the front panel. So to do removing the front panel, we just unclip these three clips like that, and the front panel will just lift off. Straightforward. The next thing that we want to do is have a look at how we can get this cage out. So by the look of it, we've got a number of screws. So this is a hard disk tray at the top here, where you can put a 2.5-inch drive if you want to. On the front here, we've got one screw that we need to remove this cage. Okay, so I can see another screw down here, right down at the underneath here. So we're going to remove that one as well to see if we can get that out. The top cage looks like it should come out with the whole assembly, but I'm not 100% confident because this is the first time I've taken apart one of these. Okay, yeah, so the cage now lifts out. You just need to remove the front screw and the screw down here, and that will enable you to get to these cables. So we want to detach the cables from the CD drive. You don't necessarily need to, but we're going to do that to remove it out of the way completely, and then we can have a look in more detail at what the upgrade options are. Okay, so let's first of all talk about the PCIe slots. So we've got a 1 half-height PCIe by 1 slot, which is this one. And then we've got 1 half-height PCIe slot, which is a 16 by slot, which looks like it's this one here, slot 2. In terms of additional upgrade options, so over here we've got our M.2 drive, and that is a 2230 size. Now it will take 2280, but what you need to do is you need to remove this adapter here. So this is the little clip or the screw down point for it, and that one will need to be moved up to the top here to give you the full 2280 height. This is a small 256 gig PCIe NVMe drive. I think doesn't say it's PCIe, but I'm assuming it is. It's definitely an NVMe drive. Anyway, under here we've got our Wi-Fi card, so this will only take the wireless LAN card, so you can't put a drive in there. So the upgrade options so far are change this M.2 drive for a larger capacity one. You've also got the ability to, as you can see here, we've already got the SATA connections readily available, so you can add an adapter cage into here that will take a converter cage that will step down from 3.5 inch to 2.5 inch, and you can put a 2.5 inch SSD drive in there without any problems at all. And then upgrade wise, we've got 2 RAM slots here. The memory size that comes with it is an 8 gig stick, but you can remove this and put a match pair in if you want to. So this is Kingston 8 gig 2666 megahertz, and you can add another RAM stick in there if you so choose to. Pop that back in. So in terms of the upgrade options, that is pretty much it. So as I mentioned, add an additional drive. If you want to change out that drive, add some more memory, that's it. In terms of the CPU, I wouldn't bother upgrading the CPU. I would just buy a machine if you wanted an i7, for instance. This one here comes with a 10th gen 10400 i5 processor. That's a 65 watts, 6 core 12 thread, running at 2.9 gigahertz, and it boosts up to 4.3 gigahertz. Graphics wise, onboard graphics, it comes with UHD graphics 630. In terms of the sizing, it's a standard small form factor, and the weight of the unit is fairly light actually. It's not much heavier than a laptop at I think that's around about 2.2 kilos. In terms of security, so this comes with a TPM2 chip, so this is upgradable to Windows 7 without any problems at all. So let's now fire up the operating system and have a look at the system itself. So once we're into Windows, we can have a look around. We can go and do a review of the system itself. And there's our processor, 8 gig of memory. And this one comes with Windows 10 Pro, which is great to see, which means we can join it to the domain if we need to. And then we can go into our device manager and we can have a look. We can see our options. Let's go down to the security devices, and there's our TPM2 chip, which means that we're going to be able to install Windows 11 on this machine if we want to. In terms of Bluetooth, it's great. It comes with Wi-Fi 5 and it comes with Bluetooth as well. So let's just check out to see which version it comes with. We'll have a look at the adapters. Okay, so this comes with the Intel Wi-Fi 3165. So this actually, this device comes with Bluetooth 5, not Bluetooth 4.2, with that module installed. So you get a little bit of faster performance there as well. It comes with Wi-Fi 5, so plenty of throughput if you're just joining your network using Wi-Fi, or you can use the gigabit port as well. As you can see, if we come down to our network here, you can see that it's picking up the Wi-Fi, but we're connecting with a cable connection. In terms of bloatware, so let's go and have a look to see what you get installed. We have had a clear out of this, so the only thing that we have removed is, I think we've removed McAfee. Apart from that, everything else that you see here comes with the system itself. You've got Dell support there, You've got all of the other bits and pieces, Media Suite and Essentials for your DVD writer and reader, and if you want to play videos and things like that. Everything else we've left intact, and as you can see here, there is absolutely no bloatware on here. Really pleased that, again, Dell only ship your Office 365 in a single language, which has always been one of my annoyances. When you buy certain products, some of them you get like 5 different languages in there. That just adds to storage, so we always go through and remove those. So that's all there is to it. So if you found that video useful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it really helps us. And if you want to find out more, then we'll leave a link to the products in the description below. Apart from that, just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.